I've always felt like an outcast my whole entire life.
It's been embarrassing for the whole YouTube community.
So there was like rumors going around, not rumors, like the actual thing, like people. Jake was saying that.
Holy shit, that's just such a dick thing to say.
I would never say that about anybody, even if I did.
If someone dates you who's over 18 and you guys sleep together,
Who are you helping by bringing someone down?
Are you gonna feel good about yourself when all the drama dies down and the numbers are gone?
when I first met you guys, I thought you were 20, and I started touching your bodies inappropriately.
Yeah.
Turns out you're 17.
17.
17, yes.
By the way, hi, my name is Caspar, and these are the Dolan twins.
What's up?
Grayson, and Ethan.
Yeah.
Sorry, I do that as a little joke. Do you know, I actually wrote down in my notes earlier, I wrote down Grayson has the earring.
Yeah.
Really?
Really good.
Yeah.
That will make
That's
it
why I
Are
wear
we
it.
looking at cameras or no?
No, I
Okay.
want this to be completely
There's no cameras there.
just us.
Okay, cool.
No one's even watching.
Uh-huh.
Well, they will this week because you're on the
Yeah.
show, but usually no one's watching.
No one's ever watching, it's just cameras. Isn't
Yeah.
it weird how cameras change everything?
Yeah? Does it change you? Oh wait, that's too deep, too quick.
Let's ease into it.
The Dolan twins are, I guess, one of the biggest YouTube channels in the world. You're quite new to YouTube compared to, I say, Joe and KSI, who I've previously interviewed.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to go into the 5 Fs with you. Or is it 4 Fs? I don't know. Grant isn't here to help this week, guys. So this could be a big fuck up. Or it could go really well because he usually messes things up either way. Can you control the weather?
I'm doing my best.
Please, the exposure on the cameras keep changing and I don't want to look white. I'm looking for a new girlfriend, alright? I know what the 5 Fs are. The first F is freedom.
Freedom.
Oh no, it's finances!
Fine, okay.
Ooh, are you guys media trained, by the way?
Does that
Media trained?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like?
Okay, basically, in the UK, YouTubers get media trained, and we're taught not to talk about money, really, because people hate people with money in England. It's
Okay.
like,
I just don't really talk about money in general.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like it's, I don't know.
It's irrelevant to life. I mean,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
much as it has to be relevant, because it, like,
Mhm.
that's why there's the only reason you can, like, basically do what you want.
Not
Unfortunately.
necessarily.
No, not necessarily, but, like, if you
Yeah.
want something.
You guys are freaking media trained without
It's-
even knowing. You media trained each other.
It's gonna, if you want something, it's gonna cost something. Unfortunately,
Mhm.
yeah. But if money was like irrelevant, you could just trade stuff. That'd be so sick.
Yeah.
I was
Imagine that.
Can I get deeper? Is that okay? A little bit.
Yeah?
I know. I was just like talking the other day with Grayson.
Oh shit, you're not Grayson.
No.
That's great.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
sorry.
even. We're kind of like realizing that money is kind of ruining, like in a sense, ruining the meaning of life. Like there's people that aren't having families and kids
Yeah.
because they just don't have enough money to support a
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
And like that's literally like you're put here to live. I mean, find your purpose and reproduce. Like reproduce is like one of the main things.
Mhm.
I know it sounds all serious.
As a
reproduce,
Yeah.
but like literally, like people are not having kids because
Mhm.
of
Yeah,
their
like
financial.
the average
I
age.
think- It's your interview. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
shouted at by Grant if I interrupt you. So you guys
The
continue.
average age like back to have kids was like in the early 20s,
Yeah.
mid 20s. It's like the healthy age to have a kid and start a family, but like now it's like becoming like 30s, mid 30s, which isn't a bad thing. You know, you have to do it when you're ready.
Yeah.
It's all because of money. Like people are afraid to start
Yeah.
families and like
You guys are young. You made a lot of money, I'm assuming. And
I don't like. Yeah,
sorry, I'm not gonna bring it up. I don't like it either.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not that kind of guy. I think you guys know that. But
I know.
I just never really understood money, and I think that helped me in a way, and it also didn't. I really could care less about it.
yeah.
I've done things in the past that like everyone goes through the phase like, oh, I want to get something expensive and feel cool, but like
Mhm.
it's
So
stupid.
pointless.
I'm so over all
I mean,
that.
look at this ring.
I'm guilty. I have one too.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
What's the point of this?
Exactly. You can
Like-
go on a vacation instead of buying that.
Make
And-
memories.
No, maybe I'm not on the same level as you. guys.
okay. But I'm saying.
I could go on a vacation to Manchester
You
from
can,
London.
okay, no, but say it's like
You can make a
Yeah.
memory
No,
instead of
yeah,
having
make a
piece
memory,
of
you know.
metal on
Well,
it.
this is an independence ring for me.
Okay.
if it means something to you and
Yeah.
like it reminds you of something that's
So basically,
That's important.
in the Victorian era, you would put a ring on your pinky to tell people that you don't want to get married.
You don't
For
want.
me, I don't want to get into another relationship for a while, so I have to remind myself because I get into them really quickly.
You should just get like not looking for a significant other tattooed on your
Tattoo on my
forehead.
head? That's great.
And then like by the time tattoo removal is like easy, you'll be able to.
I feel like YouTubers are gonna start doing that soon for views.
probably tattoos on their face.
dude. Marriage videos are huge now.
What do you think about that?
I think we're gonna make one.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Americans and how they portray their money on YouTube? Because it's pretty crazy what's happening right now.
Like-
What people are talking about on
Yeah.
YouTube.
I don't know what they're doing it for. I feel like it's gonna make people feel like they need to be on that level one day, or
Mhm.
have enough money to just drop on a expensive car. and that's really not what life's about.
Yeah.
To me, it's like memories. They're the most valuable
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, I'd rather live in like a little like shack on a farm
Yeah.
in my hometown than
No, and you guys aren't
have a house
bullshitting
in a
either.
house.
I know you guys. I mean, I don't know you that well, but from what I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, we got deep fast.
Yeah, we
had
got
to, like,
pretty deep last time. We over a bowl of Chipotle.
and
Yeah.
ice cream.
And Ollie White. You could even. I've never gotten that deep with Ollie before. You guys brought something out of him.
Really.
I'm just super deep, yeah, because no, I don't know. I think way more than I should probably daily.
That's what we saw in your video, which I want to talk about. But going back to this, because you guys are pretty good at avoiding it, I guess. And I like the fact that you don't like talking about other people in bad ways, which is, I guess,
Yeah,
what
definitely.
you don't want to do. But I think when it gets to the point where you have these little kids watching these YouTubers, and I think the majority of the ones who are popping the most, I walked around with some of them and I see their audience, and they're tiny and they're young, and that's great. And I guess it's not up to you to pick your audience, but they're portraying a lifestyle like rappers do. I feel like it makes me even upset when I'm watching it, and I have a pretty awesome life, and I'm financially free and all of this, and I still look at that. I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing wrong?
I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm not salty.
It's a
you know, I'm literally. I could literally say that I'm not jealous of anybody. I'm happy for all their success. I just wish that they would use it in better ways sometimes. Like flexing to like a 12-year-old demographic.
It's portraying
that,
a
like,
false sense of reality that is like unattainable.
Like you don't need
even for them, because there's some people that I'm like, there's no way that you're in that comfortable of a financial position to do what you're doing. Thank you. And
so it's like a lot of it's rented or hired, and
exactly.
a lot of it is just financial mistakes, and people don't understand inflation either. I think you guys get that whole thing. Like, if you're buying something now, guys, this is a little advice. That money you're spending on it, if it's going to devalue, it's going to be worth so much more in the future if you kept it and you invested it tenfold. Like, what was $1 million 20 years ago worth compared to now?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I think it's very similar to professional athletes.
Yeah.
Child stars, all of that. It's very interesting. I've been in meetings while I've been here. Not trying to brag. Been meeting some people, and they've noticed it, and they're like, it's a bit embarrassing for the whole YouTube community.
I'm not embarrassed by it. I'm happy for everybody.
Okay.
Like I just wish that people would use the influence that they have, especially these little kids who, like, when I was little and I watched YouTube, I looked up to these YouTubers, like, and I did what they did. You know, that's why I started creating videos. That's part of the reason why I started creating videos. I wanted to like be like them.
Is that why you stole brain freeze from me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. You obviously, like, these people have to know. Like, there's 12-year-olds watching them, or however old they are, but, like, that could be, like, the main chunk of the demographic. And that's, like, the one part where, like, kids are, like, learning who they are, and, you know, you can mold someone's brain. If you teach them, like, hey, like, you need to have this gold watch on your wrist when you're older, it's like, what? For what? For what? Like, I'd rather tell the kid, like, hey, man, work hard, be there for your family, your friends, you know, be supportive to others. That's the key to having a good life for me.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
look. You think that all the flexy stuff like comes from insecurities that people just don't want to face, so they do things to distract themselves from, like, you know, like becoming a better person. So they think that having all these materialistic items will make them become a better person, when it's really just I think they're backtracking.
It's all about insecurities, and I mean at the end of the day, everyone's insecure.
I'm a confident person, but I'm definitely insecure. I'm very insecure, and some people just don't admit that to themselves, so they don't work on themselves. If they're lying to themselves, there's nowhere to start. You have to start with the truth. I
think you guys watching at home will look at these guys, maybe if you've never seen them before for some weird reason, and you'll think, oh, they're two good-looking guys, they're on YouTube, they're probably pretty phony and stuff, but like they're not. And I find it so interesting how you guys became like this, because you moved to LA when you were how old, or you started Vine when you were how old? And
14.
We moved here when we were 15.
And you didn't get into the scene, like how?
I've always felt like an outcast my whole entire life, and I talked about it in one video that when I was in like literally preschool, like parents wouldn't let their kids hang out with us because we were too crazy. I really don't think that we were even that crazy. It was weird.
I was like wanted to like let them in and like be friends with them, but it was just like I was kind of stuck alone with Ethan. So yeah, which I can't complain about, because like if I didn't have him, like what would I do?
But
you know?
in like second grade, very young, and I know it's very young, but I was sitting in my backyard and I was literally just like thinking, because we were about to move to a different town, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna fit in like anywhere I go.
Even having like an identical twin, you feel like
I mean, like it was just
so when you say you mean both of you?
Both of us, yeah. I feel like we wouldn't fit in
awesome
anywhere. Yeah, it is. Like, thank God.
Yeah.
I would be like literally screwed if I didn't have him.
That's
but
so cool.
What does fitting in really mean? Are you even being yourself if you're fitting in? I feel like everyone is different, and like the people who fit in are just like trying to be someone that they're not, so they're all like doing it together. And it's also a lot like of parties and drugs and alcohol, and I don't do any of that stuff.
I don't know, man. There's people out here whose jobs it is to like bring people to parties and stuff like that. I know
That's what my friend Mikey used to do.
It's like, don't ruin someone's life.
Oh yeah.
And like underage people bringing them.
Like people used to ask me when I was 15, like let's go out, like let's go have fun, like at a party. I'm like, why don't we go have fun and go surf?
Yeah.
And go in the ocean and like go kart, yeah, and do stuff like.
I must admit, I went out last night and I got a freaking headache, and you still haven't got any of my head pills.
Oh, the Advil.
Oh,
maybe you'll learn your lesson. No,
That's good.
I'll get you Advil.
I'm kidding.
You're 23. You do what you want.
It's weird. Sometimes I get no hangovers. The other time, when I hang out with you, I just get a hangover because I look at you and I'm like, what is wrong with me? You guys have only drunk water your whole life. You never had anything else.
I mean, I've had
we
a lot of soda. I've never tried alcohol.
Don't lie.
I'm not even kidding.
No. I mean, I've sipped my like parents when I was like, can
No
I try your beer?
way.
Yeah,
Never.
just to
That's
see
a weird thing. When
I've
I'm
never
from,
been
we start
tipsy or
drinking at like
anything.
14 and like it's But the first game is gonna help you. See what I did there?
Cute.
Judge people.
I've never really done this.
So I'm gonna show you pictures of people and I want you to tell me what you think.
Sounds good. Rice gum. Okay. I think he's creative.
Yeah.
For the most part. Like
Very creative.
Definitely.
I was broke, but I'm living in the hills now. I was crazy, but this ice made me chill out.
In the beginning, I really liked his videos, and I mean, I know what he does as a joke.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know.
It's like sketchy talking about like.
Yeah, I don't want to speak too much. I don't want to get roasted, but
yeah.
I don't know. I maybe if he like incorporated some more like positivity into some of his videos, that'd be sick.
It's funny because when he was out, we were walking around the mall and like it was crazy because he's everywhere right now.
Yeah, he's
and
huge.
every single person who came up to them, like I've seen it before where people when they're in a mall especially they want to be careful and stuff, and that's fair enough. And they don't want to take photos with everyone. But he took a photo with every single person, which is so interesting how
I respect
you see
that.
these people,
Yeah.
and it's like KSI as well is kind of similar, and all that stuff happening right now is crazy and drama, and it's weird. I was hanging out with him, and people were like, Caspar, how the hell can you do that? I'm like, you don't know what people are like in real life, but then again, you also would like people to portray certain elements that are more positive, I guess.
I still get really awkward when someone comes up. Like, not that I get awkward, it's just like I forget.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I'll hear like someone scream from behind me. I'll be like, like.
Because they watch you every day, maybe they interact with you every day, and you're a friend to them.
Exactly,
and that's
yeah.
legit. That you feel that as
And
well.
I want them to
in
feel
fact.
that, and I feel like that
But you've
too.
never met those people yourself, so it's a bit.
We do have like haters too, and I've been confronted by haters in public and things like that, and they take videos to try to like catch me doing something or make me look bad because people just want to make people look bad for some reason.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be like followed in my car, and I'm like, I don't know who it is. Like, is it a hater or someone try to throw eggs at me? Like, I have no clue. So like it's
You gotta be
weird,
careful.
and yeah, I don't know if someone's messing with me. I don't know if someone's like actually genuinely like.
We
trying
got in a few like high speed chases. Like, luckily they turned out to be fans, but we were
I
always
love
like
LA.
kind of no, it's not
It
LA.
wasn't
This
here,
is
no.
this is back home.
I love America.
But I'm just saying, okay, so if you do see us
Yeah.
and you're in a car,
Yeah.
please do not risk anyone's life
Yeah,
and put
yeah,
lives
yeah.
in danger.
It's not like a high speed chase,
just
but like
for not a high speed chase, but like
I'm going to like my grandma's house, and like I don't
I
want my
don't-
grandma's address to be leaked. I don't even know.
Yeah, something happened to me. Like I was in Copenhagen recently, and I was walking around, and I was meeting viewers, and it was awesome. And then I had to get somewhere for a meeting. This girl came up to me, and she's like, "I'm from Turkey. I've been watching you for 5 years." And I was like, awesome. And I was in such a rush. And I must say, I gave her the least amount of my time of that day. And then later I go on Twitter and I realized that this is Celine. She's a girl who's been watching me for 5 years. I know her, but I couldn't recognize her because her avatar on Twitter wasn't the same. And I haven't seen her in a while. And it was horrible because I upset her so much. I wanted to know if you've ever had that kind of experience where you've maybe upset like a viewer.
Oh yeah, no, in Australia actually. So
Australia's the crazy.
we were on
Yeah.
tour, and they literally wouldn't let us go into the airport when we got off the flight.
because you can in Australia's like the
They
airport's
take you
kind of like a
on the
mall.
tarmac, right?
Yeah. They took us off on the tarmac,
Oh my
and
God,
they
I'm
insisted.
sorry.
And I knew that people were gonna come because they knew that we had the flight that day. I knew they were gonna come to the airport to say what's up. They had signs and everything, and we literally couldn't go into the airport. Like they wouldn't let us.
We did a show there called Hit the Road, a tour there, and we had to go on the tarmac.
Yeah, that's what
So
we did.
they made a hashtag Caspar, Joe and Caspar hit the tarmac.
There was a picture of like all these fans like flipping us off and stuff, and I know like I know they didn't mean
They
it,
apologized.
They apologized.
I saw them later that night. They apologized. Like it's cool. Like,
Each
I
one of them
understand.
individually in the meet and greet apologized, and I was like, "Thank you." Like honestly, like I'm
But like
an easygoing guy. I don't care about that. But like we weren't allowed to see them legally. Like everyone, like the officers and stuff at the airport were like, "You guys cannot walk out there because you can put people's lives in danger. Like these little kids can get trampled and stuff like that." It makes us look bad, and like I would love to go say hello to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, they're there for me. Like that's still I don't understand that feeling.
Yeah.
It's like so surreal. But
I have another picture.
yeah. Martinez twins.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know them personally.
What happened with all of that? Because I heard a lyric in a song.
I saw like there was like a leaked like second verse thing, and it was like Jake tried to sign us and then like sign them instead.
Yeah.
You mad just cause you couldn't sign the Dolan? They're smarter than you, so you had to replace them with some Spanish twins.
Jake never tried to
sign us.
That's all.
Yeah.
There's something in his book too that says something like how he.
Yeah, I've seen screenshots on Twitter.
How he like we were his like test
experiments,
people, and he flew us out to LA, which he didn't, and then like, he did let us stay with him, and we made content with him and all this stuff, and we had fun. You know, like Jake was a great friend of ours. I still believe the kid like is a good person, like, you know,
deep down.
There's some things that I've seen that I don't agree with.
Mm-hmm.
He said some things like, you know, like privately, like to other people who I know about us that I just don't know why I said it.
It's interesting because if you maybe, I don't know how the contracts work, but if you sign something, you can
we were never given
a
contract.
anyway.
I think the whole Team 10 thing started probably 2 years after we started doing everything.
When we first came out, we were literally just making content as friends.
Yeah.
Because none of us had friends. We were like Viners. Vine was a new platform.
And we were the youngest.
All leaving high school.
We were the youngest dudes. So we were 15 or 14. Jake was 17. He was our age.
You should have told me that before I touched your abs, right?
Something that I'll say I am appreciative about Jake.
Yeah.
When I was going through like a really tough time at school, like leaving school, like people were picking on me, like and whatnot. I would talk to him about it, and he experienced like a lot of the same things, and even like teachers would pick on us. I remember one of my teachers pulled me to the front of the classroom because I got a new watch, and he said, "All right, now who in this class would ever wear a watch that looked like this?" Because it was like pretty big, and no one raised their hand. Everyone started laughing at me because like everyone like would obviously like if they got the chance to like make fun of me. Like a week later, I got a new haircut, and he pulled me up to the front of the class. He goes, "Look at this haircut. Who would ever get this haircut?" Like literally coming out of a grown man's mouth about I was what, 14 at the time. No, he did help me through that stuff.
People have so many different sides to them, and you look at one narrative, and that's all that people want to see.
So there was like rumors going around, not rumors, like the actual thing, like people. Jake was saying that he blew us up. Him and Logan blew us up and stuff like that. And we came out. Jake was very kind, let us stay at his place. You know, showed us kind of the ropes and like how to do all this stuff. I remember him like helping me, like showing me how to edit vines and stuff like that. That was amazing.
Yo, you got my money, man?
Oh, that was my twin brother, dude.
Alright, give me my money!
I think I had 200,000 or 300,000 followers on Vine.
Yeah.
Ethan had like, you know, 100,000 less, whatever it was. We gained like 200K within that 2 week or like the next 2 weeks after we like posted with him. So I went from like 300K to almost 600K. Ethan went from like 200K to almost 500K, which was crazy. You know, like we were like high on life, like everything was amazing. Our videos weren't doing that far off from each other, like to begin with.
Yeah, and
it wasn't like we were just random kids who Jake found and was like, "You guys, come with me, I have an idea." It was like we were all creators, and it was like that wasn't the vibe. The vibe wasn't I'm gonna blow you up and like and you know make this a business. This was on Vine, sorry.
Vine going was probably the worst thing that ever happened to me.
And again,
all the Vine stars killed us.
And again, not to bring up numbers, but like when we first moved out, I had probably somewhere around like 100-something thousand followers on Instagram. Ethan had the same. Jake had probably like 400,000, but we were getting the same amount of likes,
if not more.
If not, we were getting more. But like that doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. Like,
I remember you're saying it's a bit of bullshit if someone
says that they made us
sign someone to make you because like
because what's crazy about that whole thing is because one of my things is I surround myself with talented people, really good people. And I was lucky enough to be brought up by a bunch of people, and we all bring each other up still.
Yeah, that's what the vibe was.
And
Everyone bringing each other up.
If they ever said they made me, I'd be like, yes, but holy shit, that's just such a dick thing to say.
I would never say that about anybody, even if I did.
Yeah.
Like I didn't make you. Your mom made you.
Yeah.
You know.
How do you make someone exactly?
Yeah, it's crazy.
He was a big help. Okay, Jake, like big help.
I think we've actually spoken a lot about people, so I think we can move on to the next F. At what point are people going to realize that all of this YouTube drama is fake?
Everything's fake.
Yeah.
It's a lot of just hype because people like drama. They're like,
it's just entertaining. I mean, even me, like when all this drama is going on, like I'm just like bored. I have nothing else to do. I hop on YouTube. I'm like, oh,
but
it's entertaining. It's thoroughly entertaining. But like, it's not. It doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel like shit after.
But it's also not going anywhere. Like, what direction are you moving towards by just creating drama? Like,
who are you helping by bringing someone down?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean,
are you gonna feel good about yourself when all the drama dies down and the numbers are gone?
In negative situations, there are positive things to be learned. Like you can look at it and say, "I'm never gonna do that to someone." That's how I look at it.
You're learning from the negatives. I'm thinking about starting a compliment track trend, where we all have to compliment each other.
The sad thing is like, people aren't interested in that stuff.
No,
you know what I mean?
Do you have to be fake to do what you do?
when I watch like people's videos and they're happy and laughing and shit, like it makes me like happy. You know, when I see someone smile in a video, it makes me smile. So that's one thing I took note of, and like I was like, okay, so I want to be like really happy in videos and make people laugh. But like once, everyone gets stressed out when you're filming and you're like, anxious and you're stressed and you're still laughing. You know that smile becomes fake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's sometimes where I'll turn the camera off and be like, yo, do we like fake laugh too much? Just 'cause, like, when you think about what you're gonna say too much, it's not like in the moment. Like in the moment, things make you laugh.
Yeah.
And when there's a camera on, you kind of feel pressured to like say something funny. And even though there's no one like there watching, you can just do whatever you want with editing. Yeah. You feel like kind of pressured, and you have to be a certain way to like make someone.
I was at a talk show yesterday, and there's a guy in the front telling you when to laugh. And he goes,
really?
Yeah. It's really weird. It's
yeah.
It's a horrible feeling, but it somehow it works. It works.
It does.
Which is why people do it.
I mean, it makes people feel better when they're watching it. We told ourselves,
we're not fake laughing.
A couple months back, like, dude.
If I say something that I think is funny, will you try laugh, even if it's not funny?
Yeah.
You're only gonna fake laugh with each other.
That was real.
Shit, now I don't know anymore.
Was that?
But that's inspiring to share that kind of stuff, and it's not easy. So congratulations.
I've never been fake, but I have like faked happiness. Like I fake like certain like things or emotions because like emotions come and go. But like when I turn the camera on, I do kind of like sometimes I'll act happy, and like even though I'm not.
I'm not gonna lie, right now I've got a major fucking headache.
You do?
Yeah, but I'm faking happiness. I'm good. Sometimes having a headache makes me more creative.
Yeah. I just think telling the truth is really just like beneficial.
Finally got a word in.
It's just beneficial for everyone like around you. I hate to use the word, but like celebrities, people in the public eye, they like act like someone that they completely aren't. It's like literally, it's so false. It's
so easy to
have
see
bad days.
Yeah.
Like people are allowed to have bad days. So if people watch them and they think their lives are perfect, they're gonna think that they're not allowed to have bad days. They're gonna have a bad day and be like, what's going on?
That's social media. I've spoken about that a lot. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's what it does to you.
You can be truthful, be honest. It's it'll help a lot of people out.
Next game is to react to one of my first YouTube videos.
Let's do it.
It's an old channel. Please don't judge me. The sad thing is, I was around your age right now when I made these videos. So
17, 16?
17?
I was 17. Okay, I'm going to show you at the end.
Should we? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, that was pretty fake. By the way, this is just going so well without Grant.
We don't have a filmer or anyone.
Really?
I can't be behind the camera and in front of the camera.
I'll come do it.
Really?
I'm gonna be here for like 3 months soon, so I'll come do that. I'll be your Grant. Just don't make fun of me.
I won't.
And no naked runs around the office. Because that's what I do. I get out of the shower and I run around naked.
Dude, we do that every time I shower. I'm not even kidding.
I don't think this can work.
We don't do that.
Yeah.
We need naked runs.
Yeah, it's fine.
Tell me more about your family and what kind of family you want to have when you're older.
My family is very supportive.
Yeah.
Say, when we were going through all that stuff, like leaving school and everything, my dad was a superintendent, so very involved in like
school.
Education. Yeah.
Very involved in education. Probably one of the most laid-back superintendents in the world.
Yeah.
And my mom is a.
Did he not get rid of that teacher who screwed with you?
He wasn't the superintendent of our school. He was a couple school districts over.
Yeah.
My mom has owned a hair salon for like the past 20-something years.
She has lovely hair.
Thank you. Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't inherit that hair from her. Because we are all siblings, by the way.
Yeah, triplets.
I don't want to say our mom is doing anything wrong, but she must have gone with someone really ugly to have me and then to have me. Like, for me, I mean, not for you. You guys had it for your dad. But, sorry. Oh no, is she watching this? Can she hear me?
She will watch it,
I'm
yes.
sorry. I was trying to be funny. Sorry.
It happens. Happens to the best.
Anyway, carry on.
So leaving school, that was like really complicated for all of us to process, I think.
It's weird. Like our parents had to just
15.
Yeah, our parents had to say we're gonna send our 15-year-old kids out to Los Angeles, like the number one place where people like get fucked up and like ruin their lives.
Yeah.
We were really involved with sports. We wanted to play Division I in college, and then like I honestly wanted to be a pro.
What the hell does that mean?
Division I is like
the top-notch
like,
athletics in college.
Yeah.
Yes, for football.
We wanted to play football.
Wrestling.
We played football, wrestling, and lacrosse. Between honestly any of those, we were like really into each one. And so my dad was like super sports. My mom was more like do what you want. My dad was very into sports. So when we were leaving school, my dad's like, okay, does this mean no more sports? Like I thought we were like, you guys were gonna go to college, whatever, like to play sports. And then I don't know. It's obvious like a dad wants to see their son being like tough and whatnot. But we realized that we've been making these videos since we were like in 3rd grade too, as well as playing sports. So they kind of understood. And then
3rd grade.
The people like picking on us at school and everything, it just started to get like we had some crazy kids, like kids we get suspended for bringing knives to school, like trying to make like their own homemade guns and bombs and weird stuff.
God.
Those were the kids who like hated us. Like that crowd, like they did not like us for
the
some
worst
reason.
thing we did was throw rubber bands at each other.
Yeah, it was a big school, so there was like a lot of different people, and yeah, they didn't like us for some reason. The kids who did that weird stuff.
Do you guys want to have families? Do you want to live in the same place when you do have families?
I don't know where yet, but we want to get like a big chunk of land and then build 2 houses on that same chunk of land and then be neighbors with the same address.
Or like so have a tunnel underneath.
Yeah, and then like have kids at the same time, and then they're gonna look like twins, and,
and be best friends and stuff.
Do you have to find partners who look at the same?
Who are twins? Oh yeah, we would literally have twin cousin kids.
Can we do a search, guys? Okay, if you want to get with the Dolan twins and you're twins, we'll do a hashtag twins for Dolan twins. What kind of age group do you date?
I don't think age really has much to do with it. I mean, I'm 17, so I can.
If someone dates you who's over 18 and you guys sleep together...
What's a sleep does?
What's a sleep?
Yeah.
How's sleep?
It's like a bed.
With
and
someone?
You guys go in the bed together and you do things.
Do what?
Oh, I can't actually tell you because you guys are 17.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about
we'll
that
keep that
stuff.
out. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like...
What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Yes, they're going to jail.
When it's like a creepy age difference and like, don't do that. It's not safe. You know,
I just feel like people who are older take advantage of younger people because the younger people are like trying to be like cool or like act older. And
basically, most people coming on the show only come on because I give them an opportunity to plug.
We're pretty boring.
Your channel?
We just got a new air conditioning unit.
Yeah, do you want to plug that?
Yeah, so we got a new air conditioning unit. It's like the Pro Power or something like that.
It's good. It's like
we're not working with them or anything.
It's not your merch?
No.
Then why are you plugging it?
I don't know, dude. I was sweating my tits off while I was filming. And now,
now it's chill.
Now it's chill, dude.
So
it's nice temp in here, huh?
That's awesome. So we've just become sponsored by Pro what?
You don't even have to say the name. It's just we got a new air conditioning.
Okay, new air conditioning. Get one at home.
Yeah, air conditioning. If you.
Well, yeah. You also have a YouTube channel, so you guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have that too.
You got us there. We have social media everywhere: Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat.
Awesome. Okay, now you're overdoing it. So you're taking the piss.
Vote for us for Teen Choice Awards is over by the time this comes out.
Anyway. Oh yeah, Teen Choice Awards.
It'll be over.
I want to surf that so badly, but you said it's made out of cheaper surfboards.
I don't know exactly.
I don't know. I think you can.
You can. I just don't want to. I don't want to
break
risk it. I don't want to scuff it up. You know.
You're gonna get another one tomorrow or the next day.
Hopefully.
The final F.
This is fun, dude. I want it to end.
You don't want it to end.
No.
Aww. The way you said you went, I don't want it to end. It sounded like you said, I want it to end.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So our final F is fulfillment. I'm finding it hard in my head to figure out how you guys are going to be fulfilled. You're 17, you're on top of the world, but I guess you've realized at a young age that it's not going to be like possessions and stuff and fame and stuff. So what do you think is going to get you fulfillment?
I think I want to go to outer space when I'm older. We're put here like on this minute little speck in the universe, and like I just want to explore more. That's so weird. That's like a trippy thing to say. I'm not even like trippy.
Okay, basically the series is called Life After YouTube, or Late, or Lay, depending on if you're JJ or Joe or whatever. You just said
that was random.
No, it's cool. It's fine. So you said you want to go out of space.
That's not really gonna fulfill me. I don't know. It might. I might meet an alien.
Maybe answers or something.
It would.
Because everyone's confused. Everyone really is confused.
I think about the meaning of life way too much.
You think people on YouTube are confused right now?
I think everyone in the world is confused about what life is. I mean, there's religions and stuff that I do believe in some of my stuff. I don't preach it because it's like I don't want to preach it.
Yeah, we were talking about the Matrix last time I was here, and how I was saying that we're probably already living in the Matrix.
Dude, he has this conspiracy.
I have a weird conspiracy, but it might bum people out.
That's fine.
I don't know how long Earth has been around. It's like something. How many billion years?
4.2 or something.
I don't know.
Okay,
so like just see how far we've come in the past like 10 years. We created like touchscreen devices that like read your fingerprints, satellites in space like orbiting certain like areas and whatnot. What if Earth was around for another like 100 million years or a million years even? Because of how fast like humans are advancing, we'd probably be able to create like another Earth or planet and send it in orbit around the sun.
Yeah. And
then life can like start on there. So like what if like humans who like lived way longer ago, like maybe 100 million years longer than us, created Earth and us. And maybe that's what we call God. Like I do believe in a God.
Yeah.
And it's just so weird because there's no answers.
You just dropped some serious fire.
Dude, that is right.
That's crazy.
It sounds logical because like 4 so many billion years.
It's gonna bump people out because like
why does that bum you out? That makes me happy.
And right, I feel like it's easier because then you just like.
Is that a religion? Probably is.
No, I don't know. I don't really know much about religion. I'm not
religious.
I'm spiritual.
Dolan religion, and I can be the first priest. Bless you, Dolans.
I just said, I don't know. That's just like a weird conspiracy I have.
Maybe starting your own religion will make you fulfilled.
I'm not really religious. I let people believe what they want to believe, whatever makes them happy.
Dude, you guys are the best.
Everything that I've been blessed with is for a reason. All the hardships and all that stuff to get through is just to prove myself worthy of, I guess my blessings and stuff like that. And my main goal And what I do things for myself. Everyone does, you know. You have to, or else you're like gonna go insane. But like everything I do, I can say is
The background.
Ah,
It's back.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
It's
Sorry.
different though.
Oh.
okay. So everything I do is for, I'd say, my fans and for others. I think of myself like as I'm a pretty selfless person.
Yeah. Right.
So
I
want to
I need to
be.
learn from you.
I don't know if I'm gonna be fulfilled.
I'm so selfish.
I don't know if I'm gonna
No,
be.
Caspar's not selfish at all.
Oh.
From what I've
From the 2
Okay,
days.
okay.
in the 2
Okay.
days. No, dude. We
So
got
I don't
deep.
think I'm gonna be fulfilled ever, which I don't think anyone really. Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, but I don't know. I want to be at a point where like one day I have enough where I can create multiple different things, whether they're companies or you know whatever they are, to be constantly helping people.
Yeah.
So even when I'm sleeping at night, I can be helping people.
You
And I feel like YouTube is the first step with that. Like people say that they watch my videos and it makes them feel better, and like they could be watching them when I'm asleep, and that makes me feel good because like it's something I'm not doing, but I'm doing. But like YouTube does kind of constantly wear on me.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm constantly thinking, what's the next idea? When I don't have an idea, I'm like really stressed out. Right now, we're getting like ahead of schedule with our videos and stuff like that. So that's awesome. That's
YouTube is sick when you have ideas.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you don't have ideas, you're thinking of ideas, and then you're thinking of other bullshit, and then you're thinking of like.
I can relate.
But that's
You just
relative. That's
overthink.
I think everything is relative. When people look at me and they say like, "Oh, you must be like living the life you're this age in LA," and I'm like, "Yeah, like I should be, right?"
Yeah.
And am I ungrateful for not feeling like I am sometimes?
No.
But everything's relative. Like, it's like say someone has like someone's the richest person in the world and the poorest person in the world. The poorest person in the world doesn't really have to worry about money because they don't really have any, and the richest person in the world like has to worry about money because they have it.
But the thing is, they're ending up.
Everyone has their own worries.
The
And
thing
it's
is,
going to be relative.
They're all ending up in the same place.
Yeah.
What are you working for on this earth if everyone's gonna die?
Yeah.
You're ending up in the same place no matter what your financial position is, no matter what kind of life you live. Everyone goes to the same place.
Yeah.
So what is success really?
I showed you my video earlier when I was your age, and you guys are having these conversations when you're this age. It's incredible. Like, wow. I can sit with you all day. Like, this is awesome. You guys.
This is fun, yeah.
I'm truly inspired.
I think that's my favorite background. Sorry.
Dude, I'm saying I'm truly inspired, and you're being ADD. All right.
I'm sorry, man.
But I want to thank you guys so much.
Thank you, dude.
I appreciate it so much. We're gonna film a video on your channel.
Mhm.
I don't know if these will come out at the same time, but if they're not,
Probably.
go
Ours
check
comes
it
out like tomorrow, so
awesome.
ours gonna be a fun
I'm
one.
gonna get some subscribers.
This is so fun though. Dude.